In this video, we're going to show you how David Leadbetter gets his students into a great posture. Hi, I'm Piers Ward.
And I'm Andy Proudman. You've joined us at Asprey Hall Golf Club, and welcome to Me and My Golf TV.
Now, I know you're only used to seeing one of us at the end of the camera, but today you got both of us. So, Andy, you okay?
Yeah, fine, thanks, Piers. Looking forward to helping you out today.
Fantastic. I may well need it. Okay, so last week we were at the 2012 UK Golf Show in Harrogate, and there were some fantastic speakers there. It was a trade show for the buying professionals out there, but it was also a coaching conference over 3 days. As I said, had some of the best coaches from all over the world that we got to network with and connect with. But probably the best thing for us was the keynote speaker, and that was David Leadbetter. This is the first time we've ever seen him in the flesh to go through his philosophies and how he made Sir Nick Faldo win all those major championships, and dealing with Ernie Els and Seve Ballesteros, Bernard Langer. The list was endless. But we thought on the way back from Harrogate that we would actually sort of do our YouTube videos as a dedication to David Leadbetter. He's been a big part of our careers and helped us with our coaching, so we thought, well, why not? Let's go through some videos. So there's plenty of videos for you to have a look at on the channel through David Leadbetter, as a dedication to David Leadbetter. But the one we're going to do today with us both together is on this posture. So the posture, as we all know, is one of the most important things in the golf swing. Andy, I would concur.
It's definitely one of the most overlooked area that people sort of almost neglect, really. They get into bad posture every day almost if they're at work, at the computer, but it's something that's really important to develop the right move and has a massive influence on the swing.
Absolutely. So when that golf club is off playing, or even the grip can be influenced by the posture. So it's massive that we get it correct. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through a little bit of an analogy that David Leadbetter uses, and I love this, and it's all about getting ready. And if you can just borrow that club for me, please. So Leadbetter wants his players to be ready to move in an athletic position, and he uses the basketball player at the free throw line, and he's sort of there, he's bouncing the ball, he's in this ready position, his core activated, he's imagining the flight of the ball, but as he's bouncing the ball, he actually moves his body, and he's actually still in this sort of same posture, but he's fluid, he's ready to go, he's got a good flow about him. So we want to be able to do the same thing in the golf swing. If you imagine that basketball player actually with his waist and his heels and a lot of leg bend like this, he can't use his body now, he's just going to use his arms. And obviously, if we get into bad positions in our setup, as we said, it's going to cause you all sorts of knock-on effects throughout the golf swing. So what we're going to do, we're going to get Andy to go into a golf posture, and then we're going to get him to hit a shot, and we're going to assess to see whether it was any good. So if I can have my club back. So if Andy just goes into his shoulder width stance for me. So what we often find when we're coaching as well is that people, they know they've got to bend their body, but they just bend it in the wrong direction and from the wrong parts. So what we're going to do is we're going to show exactly how we're going to go the low body first, where we should bend from, and then we're going to go into the upper body. So we want to be able to feel as though we can bend from the hip joints. So we're going to do a hip hinge forward. So let's find out where that is. That's right in the middle there. Okay, so what we're going to ask Andy to do is to hip hinge forward for me. Now as he does this, we're then going to say soften his legs. So if we can just do that again for me, so stand up. So as he hip hinges forward, you're going to soften his knees. Okay, so he wants to be feeling that he's ready to go. So Andy, where would you say the weight is in your feet now?
Very much sort of arches of the feet there again. I feel the legs activated, ready to move.
Okay, so right through this sort of area here, isn't it? So
right through there.
Right, brilliant. Okay, so he's ready to move in any direction now, I'm pretty sure. So again, if you can just stay there for me. So a great way of checking this, if you've got a buddy or a mirror, or even you've got one of these fancy apps now with an analysis kit on it, we actually want to draw a line from that point there that I was on about in the middle of his hip socket, and we're going to drop the club down vertically, and you will notice it goes through the back of his calf and into his heel. Okay, so that's a very good checkpoint, very important checkpoint for you. So if Andy, you can just show me a bad posture, maybe where you go on your heels with a lot of leg flex.
We see a lot of every day, really.
Yeah, we see this all the time. This is a lot of people, they want to get down low and feel they get the power from here, but they're not going to get it from here. So again, if I draw that line from that hip joint now, we can see it's nowhere near the back of the calf and nowhere near the heel. Okay, so stand up for me, Andy, and just go through that again for me now, if you could. Okay, superb. Right, now, before we go into this, I'm just going to show you, Andy's back here, very neutral, okay? Now, that is very difficult to do. You know, we've spoke about the modern day work environments, at a desk, in your car, very round-shouldered, okay? But Leadbetter uses a very simple tip, I believe, that is he actually wants you to feel as though you lower your lats. So your lat muscle is a big muscle in your back there, okay? It all sort of wraps onto the hip and comes onto the bottom of your arm. So, sorry, top of the arm. So what we want to feel is that you lower your lats. So, and if you can just stand up for me and just show the camera that. So almost feeling as though his arms are being pulled down, his shoulders are being pulled down, and his lat muscle here is being pulled down as well. And how does that feel to you, Andy?
I think that the biggest difference is it just feels very relaxed. My arms are hanging. I think when a lot of people get in posture, they tend to get the shoulders up and forward and get very tense, as opposed to actually just letting them soften and just relax hanging down.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that would make total sense, absolutely. So what we're going to do, Andy's going to stand tall for me now. He's going to lower his lats, and then from there he's going to hip hinge forward while softening his knees. And we know already that you said he's got the weight in the middle of his feet, or the arches of his feet. So how does that feel, Andy?
Yep, feels ready to move. Again, weight feels very sort of steady on the feet, very much on the arches, and again, legs feel very stable, which is a good point as well.
Good, good, good. And hopefully when he hits this golf ball now, he's going to be in balance. So what I'm asking him to do, never hit a golf shot after standing here that long, so just step away for me. Go into that position again for me. Now guys, at home I want you to check those checkpoints we've done, and if you see anything that you don't like, please comment, as usual.
Okay, so fire away.
Yep, good. Go when you're ready. Superb shot, but if we look at his balance here, if you can just hold that there for me, Andy. He's very much posted up on his left-hand side there. He's in fantastic balance. He could probably stay there for about another 10 minutes, I reckon.
Maybe.
We won't hold him there that long, but look, fantastic. Guys, this is so important that you understand that the posture will govern the majority of your golf swing. And I think Jack Nicklaus once said that 99% of bad shots come from a bad setup position or a bad platform or a bad posture, really. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and please comment as you would do normally. And it's really important that you give us the ideas, you give us the information for the videos that we do so that we can help you. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you, the general public. So, Andy?
Yeah, I think, again, one thing with posture is just get used to looking at your posture in the mirror when you practice. Make a point of maybe getting a mirror behind you and just checking it. The more you do that, the easier you're going to find to get in it more naturally as well.
Fantastic. Good point. And that's why he's here on this video to help me out. We'll see you soon on Me and My Golf TV.